For decades, Germany was hailed as a global success story, a nation that rose from the devastation of World War II to become Europe's economic powerhouse. This achievement was built on three critical pillars: access to cheap Russian energy, thriving free trade with Western allies, and minimal military expenditures due to American security guarantees. These factors enabled Germany to construct a robust industrial economy, sustain an expansive welfare state, and play a dominant role in global markets. However, Germany's decision to sever ties with Russia following the Ukraine conflict has jeopardized this delicate balance. By fully aligning itself with the US-led NATO strategy against Moscow, Germany has unwittingly destabilized its economic foundation. The consequences are already being felt, and the country faces a grim future unless it reevaluates its approach. Germany's economy has long been fueled by energy-intensive industries such as chemicals, automobiles, and heavy manufacturing. These industries thrived thanks to an abundant supply of cheap Russian natural gas. For decades, Germany imported vast quantities of this energy through pipelines like Nord Stream, ensuring its factories remained competitive on the global stage. That era is over. Following Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Germany cut its ties with Russian energy almost overnight, shutting down Nord Stream and scrambling to secure alternatives. The immediate fallout has been a surge in energy prices and a severe manufacturing crisis that is crippling key industries. Automotive, steel, and chemical sectors, the backbone of Germany's industrial strength, are struggling to remain competitive without affordable energy. Germany's push for a rapid green energy transition has only worsened the situation. While renewable energy has long-term potential, it cannot yet replace the reliable, cost-effective energy that Russian gas provided. Additionally, Germany's controversial decision to phase out nuclear power, a dependable and carbon-free energy source, has further undermined its energy security. The result is an economy increasingly burdened by unsustainable policies. Another cornerstone of Germany's success was its reliance on free trade and global markets. As a leading exporter, Germany prospered in a world of open markets and low trade barriers, selling high-quality goods like cars, machinery, and chemicals to nations such as China and the US. However, the global trade environment is shifting. Protectionism, US-China economic decoupling, and rising trade tensions have disrupted the open markets Germany once relied on. Its economic dependence on China, its largest trading partner, has become a liability as geopolitical tensions escalate between Beijing and the West. Germany now finds itself caught between its trade interests and its political alliances, an unenviable position with few easy solutions. Even Germany's trade relationship with the US is under strain. American policymakers increasingly resent Europe's reliance on US military protection, while benefiting from free access to American markets. Rising trade barriers and growing skepticism of European freeloading threatened Germany's export-driven economy. Germany's post-war prosperity was also tied to its minimal military spending. During the Cold War, the US nuclear umbrella allowed Germany to focus its resources on economic development rather than defense. For decades, Berlin's defense budget remained below NATO's target of 2% of GDP, freeing funds for infrastructure, social programs, and industrial innovation. This era has come to an end. The Russia-Ukraine war has exposed Europe's reliance on American military power, and Germany is under immense pressure to increase its defense spending. While Berlin's promise of a €100 billion defense fund might please NATO allies, it will place significant strain on the country's finances. Resources that could have been used to modernize Germany's infrastructure or revitalize its industries are being redirected toward military expenditures, further compromising its economic future. Germany's decision to turn against Russia has transformed one of its greatest strengths, affordable energy, into a critical vulnerability. Its over-reliance on global free trade is proving unsustainable in an increasingly protectionist world. Meanwhile, its shift toward higher military spending threatens the social and economic stability that made it a model for others. What exacerbates the situation is the apparent lack of foresight from Germany's leadership. Chancellor Olaf Scholz's government is doubling down on policies that are accelerating the country's decline: an aggressive green energy agenda, strained relations with China, and unwavering alignment with US geopolitical objectives. While these moves might earn diplomatic approval in Washington and Brussels, They are eroding Germany's economic foundation and condemning its citizens to a future of stagnation. Germany's mistake wasn't just breaking ties with Russia, it was abandoning the principles that made it successful. If Berlin fails to reconsider its policies, the German economic miracle risks becoming a cautionary tale of mismanagement and strategic missteps.